If you need unlimited domination, clutch time, or anything else grinded, make sure you hit up RoseNBA on Twitter for quick, safe, and reliable grinding services. Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Pink Diamond Pistol Pete, who is the lock-in for this new Season 2 Select set. They got the last few cards for it today, and I do think this Pistol Pete's honestly going to be a pretty good point guard in my team. I'm interested to see how he can compete, though, considering he's not an elite slasher, and he's kind of a mediocre defender as well. Going to be elite in certain areas offensively, especially, and he's got good size at 6'5" at PG, but I'm interested to see if he's on that competitive level of the top point guards in the game. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 8,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if you do subscribe. Additionally, massive shout out to my boy TK for letting me hop on his account to record this video. He actually streams over on Twitch as a Twitch partner. I'm going to leave a link to his Twitch down in the description below. Make sure y'all go drop him a follow and show him some love. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. See what Pistol Pete is looking like. So Pete, 6'5" at the PG position, 98 offense, 88.6 defense, shows where he's going to be really strong right there on the offensive end of the court. 95 driving layup, 93 midi, 93 three ball, a 50 driving dunk. He should be able to dunk open, but he's not going to be an elite slasher. 95 ball handle, 92 pass sack is great. 58 block is pretty darn low. 78 steal, 80 perimeter, really good. 38 interior though is really bad, and that might be an issue even at 6'5" at the PG position. 90 speed with ball and excel is pretty good. 86 lateral quickness also solid. Want to see if he's added badges to this Pistol Pete yet, and it does not look like he's upgraded or added any badges to Pistol Pete. So as a select card, Pistol Pete can both get all of his badges upgraded and he can get any badge added to him. So he's got Hoff, Acrobat, Agent 3, Amped, Catch and Shoot, Guard Up, and Handles for days. Also gold badges like Fast Twitch, Giant Slayer, Blinders, Corner Specialist, Deadeye, Limitless, Slippery Off Ball, Space Creator, Volume Shooter, Ankle Breaker, Bailout, Clamp Breaker, Dimer, Hyperdrive, Mismatch, Expert Needle Threader, Quick First Step, Silver Bully, Killer Combos, Unpluckable, Ankle Braces, Clamps, Interceptor, Off Ball, Pest Pick Dodger, and Bronze Challenger. And apparently he can't get all of his badges upgraded. I wonder if this is something they'll tweak, because all the other select cards have been able to get any badge. So if that's something we're definitely going to want to see changed on this card. If you really want him to be elite, badges to add, really, it's like Claymore, Chase Down Artist, Pogo Stick, Vice Grip, badges like that. The fact that he can't get every badge, though, is kind of going to be annoying. Like, hopefully they change it to where you can get every badge, so you can add badges like Anchor and things of that nature to really maximize this card at the highest level that he can be at. But for now, still looks like a really good card all the way around. All right, so the area that Pistol Pete is really going to shine is going to be the offensive end of the court. I am on PlayStation today, and I will remind you, I'm not nearly as good on PlayStation as I am on Xbox. But first of all, normal fade, the best fade in the game. He's got Hoff Agent 3's gold limitless range. You're going to be able to screen some fades from some deep spots on the court, which is going to be really nice. Also got an elite release. I'm not sure if it is Ray Allen based still, but regardless, whatever it is incredibly smooth and incredibly easy to green. And with how high his 3-ball rating is and how elite his shooting badges are, he's going to be able to green a ton of light leads, a ton of contested shots from super deep, especially with that limitless range as well, and just gonna be a really versatile offensive player, especially as a shooter. Now, can he hold his own defensively and as a slasher? That is the question. Dunk, he will be able to dunk the ball, but his dunk animations are far from elite. They're going to be a bit slow, and he's going to not dunk the ball very consistently unless he's got himself an open lane. Although that's a fine dunk animation right there. If he triggers that consistently, you're just not going to get any contacts or anything out of him. That being said, at 6'5", he's got good size at PG. I'm just interested to see if his interior defense is going to hold up even at 6'5" with how low that stat is. So we'll have to see how it competes defensively, but looks like a really good card on paper. Checking out our opponent's squad: Kemba, Ray Allen. I don't love Kemba next to Ray, and then 3 amethysts in the front court. I would think he could sell Ray and build a better all-around team, but regardless, he's got a pretty solid, I mean, he's got a decent backcourt with Kemba and Pistol Pete. I'm sorry, Kemba and Ray. We'll have to see if Pete can hold his own defensively against a guy like Kemba, who's also a very solid offensive card. Similar to Pete, doesn't have, I mean, he's got a very good perimeter defense, but not an elite interior defender, and doesn't have the slashing ability, but Pete can slash a bit better than those types of guys, can be able to dunk the ball open, and should be a pretty versatile offensive card for sure. Hoff handles for days is definitely really nice. Good pass, bailing out to the corner for AD to knock down a wide open mid-range, and he gets himself a nice little assist to start off the game. Definitely a pretty solid start for Pete with a nice quick assist. Let's see if we can play some defense, make our opponent work for sure. Great defense by our test. We are leaving Pete on ball this game to see what he can do against a guy like Kemba, and that's great defense. We're going to come down with a stop, and we're going to push the ball in transition immediately with Pete. You know what? We're going to stop and pop for 3. Considering his limitless range, that's not a bad shot. Shot I honestly should green, considering his shooting badges, his shooting stats, stats and the fact especially that he's got that gold range. But throw it up to Pete. Normal fade me, please. Pistol Pete for 3, green light. Beautiful stuff. Knocking down the 3. I knew that was pretty much going to be automatic right there. A wide open look with Pete with half limitless or half ancient 3s and the release that he's got with that normal fade. He's going to be absolutely elite in that area, of course. And my opponent is just not making good decisions with the ball in his hands. Pete going to the rim, throwing it down. Beautiful. Like I said, you get him in open lane, he's going to be able to dunk the ball for sure. He's not going to be throwing up those layups that get blocked a ton, but it's just going to be important to get him that open spot. And it's not going to be easy to do so, on all honesty. I feel like with only a 50 driving dunk, he's going to need a pretty decent lane. But let's see if we can continue to hop into it and continue to hoop on the offensive end, because he's got 5 points and 1 assist already. Make sure that freelance is on. I can't remember if I actually put it on earlier. And you know what? I'm actually going to try to go to the rim again this possession with Pete. I'm going to see if we can get ourselves another dunk or get a sign of like what his dunking looks like. Or I was going to until he spammed that X button and is trying to get himself a steal. Keeps fouling. But let's get right back into the offense. Let's see what we can create with Pete. He's starting off pretty solid. He's just boy, turn it over right there. That's tough. Did start pretty solidly, but that right there was not a great possession. We get a little lucky, shove him out of bounds there with our test, and we still have a 5-point lead with the ball. So it could be better, but it definitely could be worse as well. A pretty solid start for Pistol Pete. Let's see if we can create him another shot. Drag back here, Pete, attack the middle, and he just keeps fouling me. This dude, no disrespect, I don't think he really knows a ton of what he's doing in this game, and he keeps making some pretty poor decisions. Pretty quickly, we're going to find ourselves in the bonus if he keeps spamming that X button. Pete, though, stopping wide open, popping. We got to shoot that deep 3. If you give me space, I got to knock it down with Pete. Absolute butter release, incredible range. He is going to be knocked down in that area for sure. And we're going to punch him with Hakeem. Yes, sir. This is starting to get real floody. I'm starting to feel worried for my opponent. And he is still spamming that X button. We're going to get a transition take foul. And I think that means we're going to get to see... no, it's going to be AD. I was hoping to be Pete shooting the free throw there, so we get to see Pete's free throw release. But he's literally 1 foul away from the bonus. And this dude seems to have no hesitation with spamming his X button or square on a PlayStation. But with that being the case, it's becoming a little bit harder maybe to create the shots that I'm really trying to create. But hitting it out to Ron Artest for 3. That's a great look. And that's an easy assist for Pete. 9 and 2. Absolutely balling. Let's see if he oh my. He keeps spamming that X button, bro. It's kind of annoying to play against, to be completely honest. He's literally got 4 fouls with Kemba Walker. Playing like this is admittedly pretty annoying, but his free throw release, okay, it's not bad. I know I smoked that first one. I'm not going to smoke the second one. This one's going to be green. It's a pretty good free throw release. Should be easy to green. It's just the way it is with the first free throw with a new card. You never know what to expect with their free throw release. So I didn't know what to expect there, and I missed the first one, but it's not hard to green whatsoever. Very smooth. Should be a very, very easy, consistent free throw. And that is a we just snatch blocked the crap out of him only to give up a foul. I would guarantee he misses at least one of these free throws. I'm just going to call it right now. I'd be very, very surprised if he doesn't miss at least one of these free throws. Meter on for the free throws. well, did I call it or what? Not even close. I kind of feel bad for my opponent. This is just not a fair matchup. He doesn't really know what he's doing too much. He does green the second one, so I'll give him that. But we're playing pretty good so far. Is he going to come out and foul again, or at least attempt to get a freaking steal or something? Yeah, he keeps spamming that button. Attack the rim though, Pete. Yes, sir. He went up for a layup. I wanted to dunk there. We get a layup there. He's got 12 points. He has played very solidly, but not the most impressive performance in the world. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing anything too groundbreaking or earth-shattering, but he's playing really, really solidly for sure. What are you shooting? Just a heavy floater, and now he's spamming that X button again, trying to get himself a foul, or at least that's what it looks like. Pete, though, stopping on the break. That would be an impressive. Yup. I am impressed with his shooting. I'll say that. He is knocking down shots from the parking lot. 16 points, multiple 4-pointers, already has a normal fade. I wish he could dunk better, but he is showing me a lot of things still on the offensive end at a very, very high level. 2 minutes left in this game. It feels like it's been a really long clutch time game with there still being 2 minutes left, but really impressed with what Pete's been able to give me so far. Normal fade again. I smoked the release horribly. That's on me. Trying to adjust for PlayStation timing there online, and I just messed it up, to be completely honest. No excuses whatsoever. Look at the D by AD, though. And Pete's, I mean, he's hooped. Pete wide open again in the corner. Normal fade me this time, and this time we're going to green that. Yes, sir, baby. Pete with 19 points and 2 assists has just been absolutely incredible shooting the 3-ball. The only 3s that I've missed have been just bad misses by me, not Pete's fault at all. He's done an incredible job of creating space for the 3 and knocking him down with consistency. He just hits that X button every single time I try to shoot, every time I get a rebound or anything. But drag it back again, Pete. Yes, sir. Attack through again. Chill. Get it out to the corner. Ron Artest with a wide open catch and shoot again. Another green light. I am just scoring at a ridiculous level. I think we've seen everything we need to see with Pete. He's a baller. All right, checking out the final box score, I feel bad for my opponent. Just not a competitive game, but 19 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 6 of 11 and 4 of 8 from 3. We also had 5 blocks and like 4 steals, which is crazy, but really impressive performance all the way around. AD kind of hooped too, but Pete MARAVICH, really good offensive card. I liked what I saw out of him a lot. Didn't get to see a ton defensively, but definitely pretty impressed with the card. Let's hop back to the main menu and let's review Pistol Pete. In conclusion, Pistol Pete did about exactly what I expected him to do. Shoot the ball at an elite level, super solid playmaker, good size at the PG position. He's not going to be an elite defender. That's going to be an issue, and he's not an elite slasher. So those two things hurt him a little bit. You can hide him defensively to a certain extent, but he is going to get two-manned and mashed a decent bit. I hope they change it to where he can get every badge, so you can add a badge like Anchor to him, which is a really big badge in my opinion, but I think he's a pretty good card at the point guard position. He's pretty expensive to lock in, though. That's the only thing, and I don't think he's a top 3 to 5 point guard in the game, but I think he's in that next tier, probably 6 to 7, 8, something like that at the PG position. Definitely a very, very fun and very, very good card to use. That normal leaner with Agent 3s on Hoff as well is super nice. So definitely enjoyed using Pete, and if you get him, you're going to have a lot of fun with the card, especially in the offensive end of the court. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.